Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're watching from. You're welcome on the Ladies Guide Friday podcast. Every Friday at 5 p.m. East African time, we talk about all the things that money cannot buy, but what make life worth living, the emotions. So, tuwanjula ensonga zino ez'enjawulo from time to time. Gwe n'olabawo ogwa buli omu tugenda tumukwatako in a different angle, and I'm sure that each one of us will be served diligently. Mariam, I'm the Ladies Guide, your counseling psychologist, your emotional wellness guide, passionate about human matters pertaining love affairs, emotional affairs, ebitawanya enneewulira y'omuntu wegombe mu gwange. It's my passion. It is my passion. So serving you every Friday is a decision we made. Era buli atwegattako ku ssaawa zino 11 aba asuubira emotional wellness. Tujja kutandikirawo in the interest of those who will watch, who come back to watch, balabe nti twali ku mulamwa nga tukuuma ebiseera. Touch Spot Corner ffe abambazi ababakyala ab'omulembe e Kampala, abakyala abateegera class, quality ate abeeyagala. Okweyagala is the beginning of every woman's emotional wellness. If you don't love yourself, then you will invest in loving others. Obateekemu ssente kubanga gwe teweeyagala, so zeeteekemu. Touch Spot Corner tumanyi engoye z'abakyala, engatto, ensawo, perfumes, watches, beddings, anything which makes you feel good. We have it at Turkish. We import them directly from Turkey to the client. Oba weetaaga ojja mu simu yange, yes, I can serve you, or we have a team which can do the deliveries wherever you are, all over the country. At Touch Spot Corner, we have a saying, we are quality costless. Nti wabula ekintu ekyomuwendo kiwangala ebbanga lyonna, kitegeeza walabira quality yakyo. Quality kitegeeza obudde gye bukoma okutambula gy'okoma ofuna omuwendo gw'ekintu ekyo. That's what we give at Turkish Spot Corner. Ladies Guide is one of the books I've written as Mariam Nabuja. Obutabo buno twabuwandiikira omukyala yenna ali mu kwenoonya. Ladies Guide are the books that help you in emotional wellness, in your emotional wellness journey. Bw'oba owulira nga teweetegeera, tobitegeera, tebakutegedde, tobategedde, you read these books and then they enlighten you, they empower you mentally. Odde engulu otegeere omulamwa ng'oliko, especially in matters of relationships. Twatandika with the Ladies Guide to fulfill relationships and to happiness, akatabo akalambula ensonga ez'abantu ze bayitamu, mistakes abakyala zitukola mu relationships, besanga tulimu katyabaka k'omukwano. Twazaako emotional happiness, which solved the other problem again, which gave you the tips on how to deal with your emotional issues as a lady, or anybody, even men read it and they find value. But our niche basically was and is a lady. Emotional happiness. Yeah, we talked a lot about emotional control in love, single mom's guide, how to tell that the relationship is abusive and you're dealing with the narcissists. All that is covered in emotional happiness. Twamaliza ne the Ladies Guide journal. Journal akatabo akasolvinga ebizibu by'omukyala byonna pertaining emotions. Akatabo kano, it has an interactive guide which gives you solutions nga tonyumirizaako bantu, teweebuuziza ku bantu, tovumye bantu kubanga teweetegedde, tobitegedde. So emotional happiness is leading to the Ladies Guide journal, which is in refinement. Essaawa yonna tugenda kafulumya kakaba maze okukalifiningamu. Once again, you're welcome on this Friday podcast. Gye tukola nga tubategeeza ensonga zino buli Lwakutaano mubeere nga mwecheckinga ebintu bino byonna mubimanyi. There's nothing new I'm telling you. You know all the things, okay? But I'm keeping on reminding you on those things that you've already forgotten, okay? So mubimanyi naye temubiteekako siira. Let me say so. So I always remind you about that, which you've forgotten. Where do you find the books? Abali mu UK tulinayo Nahia abulina, abali e Dubai tulinayo Allen is our ambassador, abali mu USA all those parts tulinayo Juliet Kusurwa abulina, abali mu Uganda Restock all branches, Kampala Road, Kasha Mall and the Garden City branch. Tukalina ku Uganda Bookshop, abali ku Christ King, abali mu Masaka, Mbarara, Mbale, Lira, all those different districts, awali major bookstore, n'abali Entebbe, twabutuusiza Entebbe bookshop yo sinnakwata mu mutwe, but it's also near to those who are in Entebbe. So obutabo buno lwaki bulina obusoma mubeere ku mulamwa. Tosobola kubeera ku Ladies Guide channel, Ladies Guide Facebook page nga tosomye endowooza yange. Bw'oba tosomye endowooza yange kijja kusangira obuzibu okutegeera bye njogerako. Nandi kino okubiwakanya. Waliwo n'abampakanya, okay? N'omulindira mu kasonda wali n'agamba yes, okay? So if you need Dubai, it's our new ambassador. Oba wetaaga her contacts, please come to the inbox. Njajja basharingira eya Allen. Allen woba kuli kuno, please share your contact in Dubai asobola okubatambuliza abali mu bifo ebyo ebya UAE. The Singles Convention, olukuŋŋaana lw'abaagalana, I mean olw'aba abatannaba kufuna ababeezi, oba abali mu kufumbirwa okufuna ababeezi, oba abanaatera okufuna ababeezi, oba abaabikoowa nga babivaamu. Everyone who is still single, searching, single tired, single hopeful, naye nga gwe weeteeka mu category y'abasingo, twabakoledde convention bakitala Ultimate Singles Convention 2022. Omukolo guno gugenda kubeera wa Kampala Sheraton Hotel nga 23 omwezi ogujja. Ssaawa zijja kuba ze zimu zino, lujja kuba n'okulwakutaano essaawa ze zimu 5 o'clock PM tujja kubeera ku Sheraton Hotel nga 23 September abali single. Omukolo guno tukoze nti bantu bagenda kujja beekwane nno. People are having a very kind of unrealistic imagination about this event. The event is more on networking with other singles, yes, male and female. That is your choice. Because it's going to be a cocktail. Okay? That will you are going to be comfortable. Okay? Where people are going to be. 2, we are going to laugh, learn. Okay? Laugh, learn. Mugenda kubayanga mizi ebintu ebisinga. Biki mugenda okuyigayo? Byesitayogera mu buwanvu. Where to find the rightful partners. Era nja kubeera mu bugezi. Tulina abogezi abalala naye nze nange by'omukwano. Where do you find the rightful partner? When and how? Ngenda bibasomesa. Omutuufu omusanga whether Mr. Right and Mrs. Right. Tugenda basomesa. Suppose you're out of a breakup and you're single by a breakup. What can you do if you're just fresh from a breakup? Tujja kukyogera ku mabiri musatu at Sheraton Hotel. Tujja kubayigiriza ebintu bingi bye weetaaga okumanya nga single person. Even why are you still single? Ekyo kyolina okyebuuza. Bayinza okuba tebakigamba nko. We are going to give you that enlightenment. Bw'omala okugula obwongo bwo nga single person, n'otegeera stage gy'olimu ey'obulamu, kijja kwanga to cross over to the next stage of your development. And of course, there will be networking. You'll be networking with other single people. And this is going to give rise into a club, that is a singles club, which will be on a group. Okay? Abanajja betugenda okutuula ku group eyo. Bamujja kuba mwetegedde. Kati gwe oba osachingira okwo. Ate mbawe ne counseling sessions. Kwa hiyo group yennyini batu twagala agenda kufikira. Okay? So the Ultimate Singles Convention is on 23rd September next month at the Kampala Sheraton Hotel. Tujja kuba tubalinze. Registration is going on. Our deadline of registration is 28 omwezi. Abatannaba kwewandiisa nga 28 banekyamugenda tugisobereza last moment. Buli muntu genda mu grouping according to your needs. That's why twabakoledde nti you have to tell us your status. Do you have children or not? How old are you? All that matters in the singles, okay? And how you choose. So you will not come at the last moment and then we work on you, okay? So everything has moved in the process. So right now we are doing registration. In fact, we only have 20 slots left. Kubanga nine number gye targeting abantu badde bangi nnyo ne batukirirako. So we have only 20 slots. After that, purely organizers are here. We cannot take in anybody because we don't want any kind of disorder. So the Ultimate Singles Convention, tubalindidde abali single ng'olina ensonyi oli eweefulafula wakabi weebuzaabuza toyagala kuvaayo kwogera nawe kusekeredde munnange kubanga simanyi mukolo omulala gwenda kujja nze nzekaayo abasingles nze atudde mu driver seat of singles nze amanyi ani gwe bakyawa ani ayimbira ani ayagala ani agooye nze ali mu seat kati uddeeyo wetuuleko. That is your part. Okay? That is my part. My part is mbategekede this part ndabe ntutuuka mu inbox ey'abantu okuntuukirira mujje mu lujjudde bwe muneekweka nze inbox yange I'm always busy and I will never attend to one person. It is quite busy for me to be on one person nga guyagala okunteeka mu inbox no one person. Okay? So where I've reached is you either come or take a group kuli era tujja considering abana abazze. Thank you so much and let's dive right into the session. Dating as a single mom. Lero ndi kwa mom boka. But guys, twabogeddeko last week netwatabikata bukaawo naye leero katwere ku mom. A single parent. A single parent with love. A single parent, yes, nga naawe oyagala kufuna mubeezi oba olina omubeezi oba nga toli sure ani gw'oli naye. And like I said, as a single parent, it doesn't make you different from any other person. You only have children and you are in a different stage of life. Okay? But either way, you are just like any other person who is single and looking for a relationship. So, previously, we took a dive into the 10 dating tips for the single parents. Awo nabagatta abaami n'abakyala. Era abataliwo last week, mbasaba mugere ku channel, munoonye tips zino entono zinabawa omuntu olina okutambulira as a single parent to take a choice on your love life. Era twayogera ebintu bingi nnyo byesasobola kuddamu era nga mbajjukiza obagamba nti the most important thing is to understand that being a single parent at the dating scene, you have to be very conscious because you're approaching the scene where you have other stakeholders in your life. You are playing two roles at the same time and then you have a lot of obligations. So when you're approaching the dating scene, you have to be very conscious on how you spend your time. Spend your time. Point being time. Okay? Scent is always about time. Okay? So most of the time, when we hit the dating scene, in every angle of life, we're joining single without children or single with children. Always the dating scene or love life treats us differently based on age, yes, age, and based on responsibility, yes. The older you grow, the more responsibilities you get, it changes the way you love. It changes the way you approach the dating scene. It changes how you even make the choices, okay? Not only the single parents, anybody with a lot of obligations, okay? Even when you become rich, the way you choose love. End up back with the show, yeah. Would it be a show? Will it be a book? Show book. How to date as a rich man who has to date as a rich woman. Never rich woman, why is it to date? There is a play there. Because you not approach the dating scene like a poor man or a poor woman. Okay? We have different needs. So it means that every time you are dating scene, check the position of your life, check your age, check your obligations before you get lost into that, market. Because other people are even idle, okay? You're in the market where people even have a lot of time to spend. You don't even have. So as a single parent, today, we are talking about the 5 nice. By saying nice because they are very, they are very appealing. They are very tempting, but they may not be take. They are very nice. They are good to be around, but they're not solving your problem. They are not actually emotionally available. And then you may spend a lot of your time on this person. You invest in yourself, but they're not willing to be with you. Or if they are being willing to be with you, it is a high price for you to pay as a single mom. Who is a single parent? Someone, an individual, who is raising children without a spouse or a living partner who is going to help them to do this parenting role. So as you're doing this parenting role and you are at the dating scene searching for love, you find yourself either spending your time unwisely or people using your time unwisely or people making you perform roles which are not yours unwisely. Okay? Because you don't even know. So that is the reason for today's show, to highlight, to enlighten, to bring to your attention these 5 kinds of people call them guys who are nice, but they may not be good for you. Think of a life which is intentional. Unintentional life is when we live with caution. Intentional living means that we see a lot of nice things, but they may not be good for us. Take an intentional life like having a weight loss program. You're on a weight loss program, we are going to sell kilos, no cake, chocolate, no forest cake, no cake, lemon, nenga, chihuahua, nenga, single chicken, take the weight loss program. No lava a mere, full of fats, nenga, single weight loss program. So is a life which is intentional. So we shall start with living an intentional life as a single mom. Because don't forget, I told you last week that you can become single by choice. Relationships tezijja kuntawanya n'asalawo tekimugana kulemu dating life. You can become single by divorce or separation. Time netuuka obufumbo ne bugaana ne mugaana okukkiriziganya buli omu n'akwata kobodde. You part ways. You can become a single parent by death of a partner. Mundu n'afa nga mbadde mweyagala bulungi nnyo naye n'akera ku makya emirimu giggwako ejjensi n'agenda. You can become a single parent that way. And again, you may come to search for love. Either way, you can become a single parent by a bad relationship, which was abusive, narcissistic, a lie. And then realize that, it doesn't work out. And yet you have children from this same relationship. So all those other ways, there are many reasons why people are single parents. And nobody should ever judge anyone. So either you're a single mom by divorce, death, or separation, or bad relationship, or choice. Basically, you are a single parent. And it is the same play. When you come to the dating scene, it is the same rules. Whether you were singled by which reason, we don't know. And that is the reason for this show. To enlighten you on this other decision in choosing these partners who does not fit you. Who is that one who appears like a good, delicious meal, but not good for the weight loss program? Where you have to be intentional and you say no to something which looks good, nice, but it doesn't make any sense if you take it into your life. Mariam Naguja, your emotional wellness guide. So, life by intentions. Living an intentional life. Obulamu omuntu okubeeramu nga buli kintu kiri mu calculation. Intention simanyi ngeri bakyogera mu Luganda. Ebigendererwa byo nga birikirira. Omuntu alina ebigendererwa nga birikirira abanga omuntu alina business plan ng'ali mu business. Oba nga alina kyakola kiri ku plan. Omuntu alina plan ng'alina kyakola nga kiri ku plan ayanguirwa obulamu bwaki. Kubanga buli kijja asooka checkinga plan. It doesn't fit our plan. It doesn't fit my plan. That wasn't part of my plan. Bebigambo omuntu byakuddamu. Because ali intentional. When you live an intentional life, when you live obulamu obujjudde intention, kitegeeza nti abantu bano bajja kujja mu bulamu bwo as a single mom and they will always come. Naye bw'otondera ku plan yo ka plan akatono kuno ka personal plan tebajjamu. Tojja bagamba nti no, tojja bagamba tojja nakwogera ebigambo bingi. You simply walk away without any apology and without any sense of guilt. That is what intentional life means. Which means by the time you refuse to eat that forest nice looking cake, not because you don't like it, but because you remember intentionally you're on a weight loss program. That is how discipline is built. So omuntu akalina discipline ng'ate already byoyiseemu oba obirabye kitegeeza nti you come up with these people, these 5 ones. They'll always come into because even they need you more. They need you. Okay? Because ebyobulamu ebisinga oba watiikinga dda. They need some intimacy, so they'll always come up into your life. So live life intentionally. That is the position as a single parent. Which means in intentional living, you must have a personal plan. Plan kw'otambulira nti bano sijja kubalya kubanga bajja kunyonya weight. I'm on weight loss program. Cake kanzijjemu. Ebyamasavu sijja kubirya. Omusawo yaŋŋamba w'olya kibe You must be intentional. That is how dating is also treated. So, who are these 5 men? Oh, we have encountered them. All of us. Everybody. And until when you tell yourself the truth within you, and you say, this is not helping my weight loss, it is adding more weight on me. That is when your life makes a turn without an excuse. So, ngenda patwalako bangambye ntandise kukozesa luzungu lwokka bannange kiri kitya. Someone was telling me, just use English throughout. Because some of us don't even understand. You're watching from Botswana. So I'm just there, you know. Because what I want is to bring to clarity until life is being intentional. Now, what is my intention? I have to go back and check my intentions. What was my intentions? Yeah, than changing. So let's look at the 5 nice guys who are very nice looking, hot, but purely they may not be your take as a single parent. Remember, as a single parent, you don't have enough time to waste on men who seem to be good, who seem to be nice, but aren't. Of recent, I've realized there's a lot of ambiguity. Nowadays, I don't know whether it has been happening before, but people are not real. They are not real. When it comes to love, people are not real. There's a lot of fakeness. So most of the time, many people are taken by surprise when the person they think is real is not real. Especially the women, because you're more in emotions. It takes a woman of intelligence and maybe us who did some bit of psychology to know that this is fake. But many people don't see fakeness on the other side. So today, I'm going to bring those nice people to you who appear to be nice but aren't. And then you save yourself time. Either you stay in it, but me, I've told you. Okay? And I've given you my judgment. So if you find yourself in these 5 people, if you notice any sign on these 5, and I know you've encountered them already, please wait a minute, think twice. Your weight loss program is being wasted. Okay? And since we are living an intentional life, you'll have to let them pass. But everybody has what fits them. They may be fitting the other person, but not you as a single parent. Watch the session till the end, and let's talk about the 5 nice guys. When you get up, go to one story. Nice guy number 1. Why did we call them nice? They appear to be. Okay? Okay? You feel it. You can't explain it, but you feel something is fake. Okay? That's why we call them nice. They're just simply nice. Because they make the feeling good, but they're not helping your weight loss program. Weight loss. Yeah? Again, weight loss program. So intentionally, you have to simply avoid them. Just avoid it. Okay? So, number 1, a man who never pursues you. Princess Islam, 1 liter. A man who never pursues you. I don't know whether you've had an experience with a person or a man who never calls, never looks you out, but when you call, he say, hello, Deborah, how have you been? It's been a while. Now you get a hey, okay. Bambisiba bulungi. Kale tujja kulabaganako mu maaso awo. Nja kuwolona kuba tulabe ku lw'omukaaga. Bw'aba ayogera bw'atyo owulira ddanga he is nice. Essimu emugijjako ngadde mu lusirika. N'osirika n'asirika. N'osirika n'asirika. Naye nga bwe wamukubira to pick a call, the voice, the way they talk, they seem good, they seem nice, but you don't feel they're in you. He will call, he will ask you out, and obulyeranga taliimu takupasuwinga ne bw'omukubya ne mugenda out emuli emmere eri munsi, you have fun, okay, bye, see you there next time. In other words, it's you chasing on the other end, and they're relaxed. A guy who never pursues you as a single parent, it means you're going to break that relationship. It is you, because you brought yourself. I didn't call you. You came. Did I call you? No, you came. So you have to foot the bills. You have to pay all the price of you coming. That is what they're trying to set up in your subconscious mind. Maybe he may want to be intimate with you, have some fun, but it's not a relationship he's pursuing. There's a difference between having a relationship with you, with someone, and simply being with someone. Relationship chanja ulenkolagana tajagala. Naye omukuya ne mugabigere awo ekyo kyachagala. Musinamu awo ne kuseka munakolya mu biseera. Nomugamba bye, bye, see you then. Oh, it was a nice evening. Until when you call again. They never pursue you. He is a nice guy. Why? Because every time you're with him, you have a very good experience. You don't feel he's up to anything bad. But he's not available. You are a single parent looking for someone who is going to be available. Because you have responsibilities. You're a parent. And what you're looking for is not a fling. You're not looking for fun for an evening. You're not looking for a one-night thing. You're looking for a relationship. So they are good. They are nice, but not for you. He may be nice for someone else, but not for you. So as a single mom, if a guy is not pursuing you, please tell yourself the truth. They are not in it. A man loves a woman, makes time, calls them, sets up appointment, they look for them because they know they will get them. If you say that on your side, go pushing a change, go sim, go programs, but it doesn't matter whether it's 10 years, 5 years down the road. It will come out 20 years down the road that person it wasn't him. So let him take the lead. If he can't take the lead, then he's simply a nice guy, but not for you. So he is a delicious cake, spoiling your weight loss program, and let him pass for other people. And that is the life of intentions. It is better to go back and spend a cold Saturday evening alone than being with a man who's not present with you. Because on a Monday morning, you'll feel more empty than even you work on the weekend. Okay? You'll feel empty. So many people don't look at that. They look at that pleasure of the moment, but that's not what you're looking for as a parent. If somebody's not committed into the relationship, they'll never be. So if a guy is not pursuing you, think twice. They're not into you. Number 2, that disappearing guy. That disappearing guy. You don't know whether you are an ex or he's an ex or not. Every time he comes back, it's as if you turn the disappearing guy. We've encountered this kind of person from time to time. Were you in love or not? Is he your ex? You can't tell because after 3 months they reappear. Every 2 months they come back. 3 weeks down the road they come back. But they're not in a relationship. You don't feel it. Inside. Oh, yeah, we'll come. But 3 months, love. They blow you. And they disappear. And then you're like, have I done something wrong? Is it? And they reappear. They disappear. Then you say, maybe, yeah, never what you got. They appear, they disappear. The disappearing guy. He's there and he's not. He's available and then some signs of hope that the relationship is on, and then the signs go off, and then he's disappeared. He may call, show up, and give you some bit of hope of emotional connection. It feels good, and then it's off. Now when you wait, that's how it happens inside you. In other words, he's an X, not X, X, not X, X, not X. And it can move on years as long as you're still welcoming the disappearing guy. So most of the time, this disappearing guy has something going on inside. They're not single. You are just a second thought. Ng'omuntu w'anaabeera nga enjala emuluma naye nga talina ssente za kulya nkoko n'agamba kale kange ebinyeebwa oba ofuuse bw'otyo enkoko sijja gyaye kange ebinyeebwa. That is the same idea with you. They have something going on the side, but then you're a second thought. You know, you're not the main course. Yeah? You're not the main dish. There's another dish, but you. That's the disappearing guy. If you ever encounter such a guy who appears and disappears, appears and disappears, appears and disappears. In fact, every 3/4 of the year, he appears. Now, balav. No gamba. It's like, how can I say? It's like someone putting on shoes which are tight, and a pair of stilettos. Nezikwate chigere. No gamba. Chinja mudi. Roja mode of namka relief. No, not because they are very good shoes. No, them no zambala. No gamba. No zijam. That is how it feels to be with this disappearing personality. Every time they come back into your life, the shoe is on. Why do I go back? 3 months down the road. So many people think they're having relationships, but they're not in relationships. They are not. The guy is not yours. He is appearing and disappearing. So he's having something on the side, and one time he's in the city. Deborah, where are you? You become a booty call. So most of the time you have to come back and think as a single parent, Mom, would you live your life like that on and off? Someone you don't know even where they are for 3 months. What are they doing? What are they come back for? I mean, with a community, the disappearing guy. He is a very delicious meal, very nice because it feels good, but they're not good for your weight loss program. Abanga cake, okay? Better to let them pass. They are good for someone else, but not you. As a parent. Guy number 3. Every woman has met these people. It is our secret. We've met them. And it is so funny how you even stay. How can someone check on you after 3 months and then you let them in? And then it comes like for a week or 3 days, and then they are gone. And they check. And they have a lot of time, of course, to always come back. Number 3. The guy who needs you. And this is the most important point. Among them, this is the worst. Somebody who needs you. They don't even love you, but they need you. They need you. He is a nice guy because at the particular moment in time, it seems like a relationship when you're solving his problems. But when his problems are over, just like a law of human nature, they will pass to another person. Because you've outlived your usefulness. So as a single parent, you don't have any time to waste on anybody who needs you. Need. They don't have a job. They don't have a home. They don't have a source of income. They don't have a car. They need fixing. They need someone to fix them, and it must be a woman. So being a single parent, and you are in a need of a relationship, because you need to see your children having a father somewhere, you always end up bringing those people. They fix guys. So you fix him thinking that he's going to be yours. And then The moment you fixed him, two or one thing is going to happen. One, if you succeed at fixing this person, and indeed you fix them well, they associate you to pain. Because memory, help doesn't bring love. The moment someone defines you as a help, it changes the romantic feeling to you. And then they look for the romantic feeling to another person who doesn't know their story. Huh? You see the law of human nature now. I've helped you, I expect you to pay me back, and now I don't want the stories of you helping me. Now I need another person. One writer said, it's very difficult for someone to say thank you than to take revenge. They rather pay someone for revenge than saying thank you. So because gratitude is not a good feeling. So if you bring in someone who needs you to fix them, two things will happen. One, if you fix them and you succeed, they will leave you for somebody for romantic feeling. And two, it was going to drain you emotionally, physically, and yes, financially. You're going to feel drained because it is a project, not a partner now. I need people to understand how love works. Love is a feeling which doesn't need something to feel as if it's work. The moment it changes angle into a project, the romantic feeling, when you're looking at this person, when you're yeah? Project. Someone coming for help, the feeling dies. Even on your side. And even on their side, they feel obligated to say thank you and thank you. So the guy who needs you is simply nice, but let him pass because it is a life project. You may not be able to fix anybody in life because even if you fix them, you'll even hate you. Okay? Nobody needs to be fixed apart from their mother or themselves and God. Okay? So most of the time, get somebody in the right state of their life. Somebody who's worked on themselves at a certain point. Okay? Not somebody who is lost in life with a lot of problems, who has bad luck, and then you have to solve the bad luck, and then instead of being in love, then you're solving problems, and then you have kids to take care of, and then you have bills to pay, and then you're getting into another project. They are a very delicious meal, but very bad for your weight loss program. Number 4. The guy, you have no spark. I don't know whether any of you has encountered this, and I know any woman must have encountered. Somebody is too good. Someone really pays your bills and helps you out. They really care about you when you're in issues and what can we do? But there's no spark. You need them, but there is no love. Someone cares about you, but their physical attributes are not something you like. Perhaps you like a guy who is tall, composed, and this person is short. And not. It's not, you don't feel it, and then you're forcing, and then you don't feel it. Please, when it comes to physical spark and emotional chemistry, they play a very big role in love, especially in matters of long term. Physical spark and beginning to carry you. As you get married to them, totally. Then, do you know what happens? When you're in a relationship with someone where you don't have any physical spark, it's like a kid where you buy a toy, then they break it, then you buy another toy, and then you say, we don't want this one, now I want a plane. Then you bring a big plane, then say, okay, now, mommy, I don't want that plane, I want the one where I can even sit. You can never get tired of asking because you're trying to compensate for the loss of that spark. You're looking for it outside the person, not inside this person. omuntu oba tomuwulira mu busimu sipaaka wita busimu sipaaka oba tomuwulira nga akusipaakinga nga wulira nti omuwulira kizibu nnyo as time goes on okubeera mu relationship naye kitegeeza akola ensobi ntono bweti either akomawo leeti oba essimu ekuba ekiro you just pack your bags kubanga oba walinda dda paati eyo any mistake abeera ku bunkeeke it's as if you live on eggshells side ye abeera nga ali ku bisungu by'amagi essaawa erinodduka. That is how physical spark and emotional chemistry are important. So when you're getting into a relationship with any man where there is no physical spark, please don't waste their time. It will not work no matter how much they do. They will give you plain, they will give you what they will. You'll always ask for more. Now, first build the house, Najizimba. Now, okay, get me the second car, Najireta. Then, okay, I want to take a vacation, Najikola. Then, okay, I want to. It will never end. And then, because you've accumulated a lot of toys, now life becomes meaningless. Because we never know and you can't even deliver. You can't. You've lied. You've lied. So if you see that there is no physical spark, please do not and never waste your time forming a relationship with someone with there is nothing. Remember, you have kids. You have to go in life with them. But there is no spark. Goosey bumps. I mean, no I saw Kamba, oh, you're not even present. You know when you don't emotionally connect with someone, you don't listen. You don't care. They're not in you. So please, that is nice guy. He's a very good guy. He's too nice. But please let him pass. For someone who can fit him, there's someone who likes him. In his stoutness, in his, maybe you don't like his level of education, maybe there's something about him you don't like, and which sparks you off. Let him go to other people. Don't waste his time. But never ever be in a relationship with someone where you don't have any spark. Anything. You feel your as if you don't want anything, that is not a good position. Basically, that's not how love works. Okay? So physical spark, check it out. It's very important because when we talk about all these things, the most important end result is emotional happiness. Happiness is a journey. And then you have to find it in most of these relationships to build, So if it's not even there, and then you're sacrificing yourself at the out of love, you'll be disappointed. Okay? Much as you pity them. And you know what happens? If these people discover that you're not into them, they have invested in you. You were lying. And it comes to their attention. It becomes violent. Because they say there's a thin line between love and hate. The more I love you, Deborah, and I do too much for you. You tell me, bring this, I bring. Do this, I do. This, and then I discover that. They are capable of much. They are capable of much. If you are sitting here, whoever's tried to fake love with a man and then a man discovers that you're faking it, they will destroy your life. Because love, the more I love you, the more I can hate you if I discover that you're lying. Including hurting you. Yes, you've said that. Where men hurt women. I've heard those stories. Nakola sing as if a mad man. And everyone is like, what? What the hell is this? We thought this man loved this woman. I don't want. Just give me back my stuff. It is like marriage on the bullet. Marry me or I shoot you. Hello? So in love, don't play around with people's hearts. Don't. Especially when it comes to men. When a man loves, they really mean it. Because they don't have that time to waste. Okay? If he says it is you, now Kulonda, please. This reminds me of my mom. My mom used to tell me, Mariam, please make sure that when you love a man, just be with the one. Because everything they give, they count. And as she was talking, I never wanted to hear that. You know? Because every young lady thinks that I'll get this and get this and get this, and then it is my life. And then these elderly women who have gone through life say, get one man, be on that one. If it means it, get that one, be on that one. Don't mix them up. Because there's danger. So for the old elderly women, they knew. This elderly woman is telling me, I can't even listen. Why? I'm still young. I mean, there are a lot of, as someone else is getting a lot, And then she's telling you, get one and please only take that one's good things, but don't take everywhere. It will cause danger. I didn't understand that until when I grew. And I was like, what? I didn't know. So many of the young ladies below the age of 25, 23, 19, they need this information. They are playing around with their life. And they think men are simple. As they are loving you, think he's a fool. As if, love makes a man look a fool. When he loves you, you can think that, taking an amagezi. Then you think he's simple. Until when he discovers that you're playing games. I'm telling you, they are keeping it much. A lot. So, most of the time, if you take any man's stuff, if you're living with a man you don't love, if you think this person doesn't deserve you, please don't even go ahead forming a relationship with them. Save your life, save yourself. And let them pass to another person. They are good, nice, but not for your weight loss program. I won't do that. Because I've heard stories where girls are taking guys for granted. Someone invests everything and then you marry someone else. And the guy's like, they've married her. I've invested my money in that woman. I've done this, that. And then someone else is married. And then the guy is capable of doing something bogus. Because at the end of the day, you've disorganized his plans. And then there's a lot of witchcraft. There's a lot of death tolls. There's a lot of, violence committed by people in love. And women are taking men for granted. So please don't. If a man loves you and he's not your type, don't even lie him. Avoid. Don't take free gifts. Don't allow gifts from men you don't even have a future with. Because every time someone gives you a gift, it's something to tie you down. They're tying you down in a commitment that 5 years, 3 down the road, you see, that thing, it is causing a lot of trouble for beautiful women. I'm writing the book, The Lady's Guide to a Beautiful Woman's Life. From experience, observation, research, why many beautiful women are destroyed. By simply that thing. Taking gifts from men and you don't deliver your promise. It is dangerous. And the beginning of every man's life is, if you want these good things, you either work for them or get one man. You, like my mother said, you put all second one man who is yours and they give you the things. But don't pick things from people you don't even love, you like them, you don't have a future with them, you're taking value, and then you marry someone else. And then you're introducing someone else. And the guy is saying, what can I do with this woman? And then you'll never be in peace in that marriage. Then there is confusion, Okay? I know love is tough. You meet someone you love, you're excited, but you've taken somebody's gifts. You either return them, guys, there you but you leave the pages clear. Don't take men for granted, because I'm hearing those things from men. There's a lot of kavuyo, people picking gifts and they don't return them the favor, and then they're in shit. Okay, so every time you see that your life is in trouble in matters pertaining to love, please check. Be with people who you don't have spark for, but because they come with these gifts and you pick them. you end up in trouble. I will do the because I'm having lots of stories, and now this time men. I didn't know even men do have these emotional issues. Oh, women taking this. Well, there's a lot of stories, and then I'm the one to tell them, do you know what? Don't hurt her, okay? Just and he's willing to hurt. I'll show her. They can't fool me. Well, and then they are spoiling in marriage. Now, what kind of marriage is that? You're marrying someone on somebody's investments. Rather get that man, pay, clear these investments, take back the mahar, but leave pages cleared. That is why many women are in shit. A man who don't have spark for who, please let him pass for another person. A guy who is emotionally unavailable is the fifth nice guy you should let pass. Sorry. Yes. The fifth night guy is the one who is emotionally unavailable. Emotional connection, emotional fulfillment is the reason for most relationships. Omuntu wajja okwagala oba gwe omwagala aba anoonya omuntu gw'ayingira. Ekigambo okuyingira okyokiwulira. Nga bwe bagambye nti oba n'omuntu nga takuwulira tomuwulira. Naye nga muli bwe mutumwogera naye nga owulira taliiwo toliiwo. So when you want emotional connection and somebody is not giving it to you, and somebody is not connecting with you emotionally, and they're saying they're in love with you, it gets a bit of a mess. Okay? Who are these emotionally unavailable guys? Bonna bali benjogeddeko bafaanagana mu emotional. But this one is bad. Olw'ensonga nti bakuwa hope ya love. N'abeerawo, by the way, they're physically present but emotionally absent. They're physically present but they're not with you emotionally. Takuliimu. Maybe haven't you dated a guy who doesn't want to know even who your mother is, where you come from, where are you going, your goals, where do you stay, but they're having a good time with you. They're getting intimate with you. That is an emotionally unavailable guy. Kitegeeza nti ne bw'oba olinamu obuzibuzibu, don't back on me. Mu plans z'olina tonteekamu. Gy'olaga simanyiyo, maama wo simumanyi, gy'oba sikumanyi, so I'm not part of you. They're also those guys. And by the way, they're having a good time with you, and you're also enjoying them. Each one of you is enjoying each other, but it doesn't make sense. Emotional connection is the only reason why you should be in a relationship. Otherwise, there is no reason why someone should be with you. Okay? So if someone is with you, but not with you, then what is that? It means you are simply wasting your time, which a single parent doesn't have. So, therefore, how do you deal with these emotionally unavailable guys? Come into my inbox. Of course, book an appointment. Because in the interest of the show, we may not have more time. We only have 5 minutes left for me to close up. But emotionally unavailable guy is also nice. Why? Because it feels good at a moment when you're with him, but it is not leading anywhere. You're putting your feet into the water, but you know even where the river is taking you. That is an emotionally unavailable guy. So, are you attached to any of these 5 guys? Do you need help? Please consult me. I will deal with that because I know it is very difficult to let go of a very nice man but who isn't available. It doesn't make sense at all. Therefore, if you're with these 5 people, if you ever meet them in the dating market as a single parent, please let them pass to the next level of their life, but you don't need them basing on your level of interest and the fact that you're living an intentional life. Thank you so much for watching to this far. Next week, we are looking at something very new. The mistakes all singles make. Mistakes are single. What you made a single? We are moving towards the show of the Ultimate Singles Convention 2022. Egenda kwera kushaka nacho ngabiri musatu. Esawa zezimu zino sijja kubeera live wano, tujja kubeera ku shuttle. Tetugenda biteeka live but mujja ganda okujja. So ataliyo ajja kufiirwa. So we are going to be at the Sheraton Hotel with all the singles. Awulira ng'akooye okubeera single. Awulira ng'ayagala mubeezi. Awulira nga tabitegeera. Ng'olina ebibuuzo bye weebuuza ajja kubeerayo. Physically, I'll be there. Bayambe okutegeera. Tulina Professor by research ajja kubayogera ku sexual health tips for the singles. Sexual and emotional health tips. Nti bwana n'abasingo mulina ebyetaago byammwe ebiri sexual n'ebiri emotional naye twandikoze tutya. I know. So Professor Nyanzi Julius will be with me at the Sheraton Hotel on the same day. Nze nja kubambalaga, why are you still single? Where do you find the right partners? You know, suppose you've been single by a breakup of a relationship. How do you cope up for this new life after a breakup or after a relationship? How does a single live? There are all those are things that you need to ask yourself. But amidst all that, musomo, laugh, learn, we shall eat, celebrate, but then there's also networking with other singles, which will give rise to WhatsApp group for the ladies guide singles. Sina group yona. Group it's just for fun. Okay? But now we are making groups which are intentional. We shall have groups for married, we shall have groups for singles. Okay? Then we shall group you whether you're single mom, single dad, or single adult, or single youth. You know, those are all different needs. That's why you need to register early before 28th August. You know, bang up details somewhere. After that, when I organize the more money. Okay? I don't do things on that moment. Everything must be on paper. Attendance is just 50,000 shillings. We shall have dinner prepared by Sheraton. Okay? What I want is singles to appear and then utilize this chance of moving your life from the single into a new life. Okay? Single is good, yes, but not so very long. Okay? Time comes when you don't even feel you need it anymore. Okay? So most of the time, this is a program for those who are ready. Okay? We shall teach you, you will learn, you will laugh, you will be entertained, but again, you also need to work. Who knows? Love can find you anywhere. It can come from a WhatsApp group. It can find you. You can find you at the event. But the most important thing is that you are going to be guided through your new level of relationships. Of course, it will be men and women to attend. Join us again next week on Friday, 5 p.m. East African time on the Ladies Guide, Mariam Nabuja, our Friday podcast. Nga twogera ku the mistakes singles make. Ensobi entono ezitukola ate ngenda bawako ne solution. Ensobi mbawa solution. I don't know whether it's going to be, maybe we shall separate it into two usually, because we only run for 1 hour and it's not enough. So when it's jambani ebintu bingi ebyokwogera ati 1 hour batemala banjagala hours nga 3 kwogera ne this usually happens in Notary. Mariam, you have 30 minutes, we can talk, and they leave at 8 o'clock at night. You know, they want more because I have a lot of content within me. So next week we shall look at the mistakes singles make and the solution to those mistakes. The solution. As we are moving towards our event of the Ultimate Singles Convention 2022, the only convention where all singles are going to converge to celebrate, learn, network, get empowered, and you move to your new level of life from singledom. Okay? It's the time to end the cycle of a lonely life. Thank you so much, and watch again next week at 5 p.m. Once again, I'm called Mariam Nabuja, the Ladies Guide, your emotional wellness guide. Bye-bye.